So I quit caffeine this month, which may have been a mistake. I don't think I've uploaded a video yet this month, and I'm feeling really guilty about that. So I thought I'd jump in here just to give you a quick update on what's going on in my life, where I'm at, how I'm weathering the pandemic. The last thing I uploaded was recorded in New Hampshire, and I've been home for like a month. I just finally applied for unemployment, and then the next day my employer told me that the job's back on, and I think I've been a little bit in a hole, just because I'm spending too much time online around the same spaces. I have a new video in the works. If you're following me on Patreon, you already have access to the script. It's called Postmodernism for Leftists. I am not excited about how people are going to respond to it, but it's also the thing that I think is the most important thing in contemporary politics. So I kind of need to make that video and would like to politely ask everybody who's already written me off for saying that to fuck off. I'm very tired. Tired of seeing the most basic insights into contemporary discourse dismissed for not fitting neatly in the space of a tweet. Tired of watching people try to unfold any critique of any practice into a vague post of some particular creator. Tired of seeing the permanent recursion of strategy debates getting in the way of anybody taking any action. Tired of the expectation that complete answers are necessary for revolutionary action. Because complete answers aren't real. And since it's been quite some time since I've done it, and since I feel like I'm in more or less the same place I'm in every 6 months on loop, I'm gonna tell the story of Sisyphus again. Sisyphus was a king, and prior to his kingship, he was a highwayman. That may be the reason he became a king. He may have stolen the crown. He was known for his cruelty and capriciousness and general unlikability. His wife, Merope, was one of the Pleiades, a star from the sky, and she did not profit by that match. He told her when he died to cast his body out into the square rather than burying it. He said that doing as he told rather than following the gods' rules would prove that she loved him. When he died, he told Thanatos that his wife had disrespected him by throwing his corpse into the town square rather than giving him proper burial rites, and said that he should be allowed to return to the surface to chastise her. When he got back up there, the story goes, he remembered everything he loved about being alive and couldn't bear to go back down again. So he stayed. Eventually the gods came for him, took him back down to the underworld, and brought him to a set of unopenable shackles. Sisyphus told Thanatos that he didn't understand how the shackles worked and asked him to demonstrate. Thanatos did, and Sisyphus clicked them shut, and then he returned again to the land of the living. This time it wasn't just him, nobody died. Everyone stopped dying, and the gods couldn't figure out why, so they went looking for Thanatos, found him shackled in the underworld, and let him out, and then they came for Sisyphus again. This time Zeus got involved. Now, Zeus had a personal grudge against Sisyphus because he had ratted Zeus out to Hera for his infidelity, so Zeus came up with something for Sisyphus to do. He gave him a boulder and a hill, and told him to roll the boulder to the top of the hill. Now, depending on the story, either the boulder is cursed to always slip out of his hands before he gets it to the top, or he does get it to the top and it rolls back down the other side. In either case, every time he fails to reach the top of the hill and get the boulder to stay there, he has to walk back down and push it back up again. And it's been thousands of years since the story was first told, and Sisyphus has been pushing that boulder up the hill only to have it roll back down for thousands of years. I started this project, Sisyphus 52, with the intention of exploring this story over and over again. One of the first questions I had about it was, does he know the boulder's cursed? What does he think happens if he gets it to the top? Does he think there's a way to make it stay there? Does he think that he gets to stop? I wonder, does he sometimes just lay down at the bottom of the mountain, refuse to do it, spend days, weeks, months, years doing nothing rather than doing that? How long does it take for the boredom to overtake him so much that he decides to start doing again the only thing that he's allowed to do, pushing the boulder up the hill and walking back down? I want to make some clever analogy to the way I've been frustrated with the internet lately. The only thing I can think of that's unlikely to be misunderstood is the frustrating repetition of trying to come up with clever ways to say things on the internet, to see them misunderstood, misused, taken into contexts they weren't designed for, and used to defend things that I think are indefensible. You can't see Merope if you look at the Pleiades. She's not visible to the naked eye. According to the myth, it's because she hides her face in shame. Maybe because she's the only one of the sisters who married a mortal. Maybe it's because she married a man whose name has become synonymous with punishment for lack of humility. Merope's story remains the clearest lesson to me in the story of Sisyphus. Take care when you take instruction, and don't commit to powerful men. This became a Sisyphus video rather accidentally, but I want to thank my patrons for comments: Alex Holland, Chelsea Rose, Jackie Fox, Jay Springett, Marina, Nicole Wooden, Nightwing Whitehead, Obioma Anamnachi, Rebecca, Tate McDonald, and Zaylee. Thank you all so much for your support, and sorry it took so long to get a video out this month, and sorry it's not the one I've been promising. And I want to extend a personal apology to Jackie Fox. Jackie, I'm sorry. A personal apology is one of the reward tiers on my Patreon. If you'd like an apology, or if you'd like to see these videos a day before they come out, get access to the scripts as they're being written, if they're being written. This video is not scripted. Join my Discord, which people may someday use, or just contribute to the series of threads holding me out of the abject part of abject poverty. You can find me at patreon.com/txswanson. Liking the video really helps. You can also dislike it if you want. From what I understand, they do the same thing. Leave a comment, please. Just saying hi helps. What the comments really do is help boost engagement. Subscribe to the channel if you like the kind of things I do. And because the subscribe button should really be called a bookmark button, it doesn't really help you actually see the videos when they come out. I also recommend hitting the bell next to the subscribe button if you want to know when I put new videos out. That'll tell you that you want to receive notifications. It defaults to personalized notifications, which means no notifications if you don't click on them the first couple times they show up. But you can also change it to all notifications, which forces YouTube to do what the subscribe button's supposed to do and tell you when I publish new videos. Thank you all again. It's been months since I've made one of these Sisyphus videos. When the pandemic started, it felt like a strange time to try and do it because for once in my life, it didn't feel like things were happening the same way over and over again every day. But that faded, and if you spend enough time laying on the ground waiting for eternity to be over, eventually it's boring enough to push the rock again. Bye.